Welcome guys. So on this module we're going to talk about choosing the best niche within 24 hours. Now usually when people are choosing a niche about what they want their channel about, especially people that struggle with it, which I talk to personally, I want them to choose a niche that they'll be interested in. And the more interest you have in a niche, the more you'll be able to love what you do, the more you'll be able to love the business, even if it's going to be completely automated by someone else doing the work. You have more passion and more interest into it. So I'm going to talk about how to choose a niche which you like and also that is profitable, which means there's not really a limit to how much money you can make. So the sky is really the limit to how much money you can make. So what we're going to be covering, I'm going to be talking about 4 ways to choosing a profitable niche. I'm going to be talking about crafting your brand message, because at the end of the day, when I'm saying brand, by the way, it's just another word of saying your channel. So your channel is a brand. So we're going to talk about how to craft a brand message and also 4 ways to choosing your niche. Once we choose a niche, we're going to talk about crafting a brand message. I'm going to go more in detail into that and why it's important for you to have a brand message that people can know what your brand is about, so you can attract the right audience to your channel. Method number 1 to actually choosing a niche is actually asking yourself, what is something that interests you or always wanted to learn more about or do? So I'm going to give you guys a cheat sheet actually in this module. So you can actually download it and you can write it down, or you can do it on your computer, or you can just get a sheet or open another note tab on your computer or your phone to write it down. So I want you to ask yourself, what is something that interests you or something you always wanted to do, something you always wanted to learn more about. And I'm going to take some example personally in my life to kind of show you guys how I use this method to come up with niches myself. So one thing I was fascinated with ever since I was a kid, my goal since I was around, I believe I was around 5, 6, a very young kid, when I saw the first plane I was flying, I had enough understanding to know what a plane is. I told myself I always wanted, my dream, my goal is I'll be able to fly a plane. Now stuff turned different throughout the future. It's still one of my goals to actually get my pilot license to be able to fly a plane. But I was always fascinated with the engineering and how planes work. I always wanted to know how they work. When I was a kid, I spent a good amount of time. Actually, I went to the library, got some book, learned about the different part of a plane and how the whole process of the engineering of plane work. So I've always was fascinated. I always want to learn more about how planes work. So for the first one, I'm really fascinated about how planes work. Now, this is a Facebook channel that just talk about the engineering of different things. Not specifically how airlines or plane work, but I just go on the engineering behind almost every creations, from a jet, a plane, a car, and everything like that. It just talk about the engineering behind different creation that we have made as men. So this is a Facebook channel. As we could see, videos idea, the Virgin Hyperloop, which is something that they're working on, is faster than Boeing, 4 water jet cutting machine. So it basically just covered different technology and the engineering behind them. Basically, from that fascination that I have about engineering, specifically plane engineering, I could just choose my niche is going to be a channel that focus on the engineering of plane. Now this channel is a little bit more broader. Their niche is just focus broadly on engineering, technology engineering. So you could have your channel based on technology engineering. And also, one thing I am super passionate and like is I'm kind of knowledgeable in is music. I'm multi-instrumentalist, which means I play different instruments. I play the piano, I play the bass guitar, and I'm also a percussionist. I also play the trombone. So music is something that I actually really like doing. I have a good amount of knowledge within that area. And for the second example, remember I said music is something that I'm super interested in, something I'm also in. I don't want to be a famous musician. I just love music. It's something that I just like to do as a hobby, and I used to play at my church also. So basically, as you guys can see, I love this channel. It's a Facebook channel also. There's many different ways you can go about in a specific niche. For example, this channel just focuses on sharing kind of history of music. They don't really focus on a specific genre or anything like that. So they talk about they talk about, I believe that's, I might be correct. I'm not gonna say his name. I don't want to be wrong. So basically, they talk about different era of music. If we look at this example right here, Us and Them, The Dark Side of the Moon project, which I believe, which was probably a album or something like that. The myth behind Rihanna. I'm guessing that's probably an album. I don't know anything about that. but they just go more old style, talk about more old style music, more old artists. For example, this is a little bit more recent, those videos that they're doing. For example, how Kanye West shaped the 2010, how Beyonce shaped the 2010, how Taylor Swift shaped the 2010. So they just more focus on talking about more old style, and here and there they do some video about recent artists and everything like that. So I could choose, since I'm actually interested in music, I can choose to talk about making a channel. The niche will be a channel that talks about the history of musician, a channel that talks about biography of famous musician, a channel that talks about the documentary of instruments, or a documentary of famous musician. So that could be my niche, that could be my channel. Also, I love reading about human psychology. Here at my house, a lot of books I have is just based on human psychology. I just love learning about human psychology. So with the third example, I'm super fascinated with psychology. So how people think, why we do certain things, why do we react a certain way, why sometimes we're happy, why sometimes we're sad. The psychology, understanding how a human mind works. I just love learning about that. So this channel, this channel also, which is called Top Think, they just talk about a bunch of different psychology facts, info, everything that is related to psychology. For example, 10 psychological facts you didn't know about yourself, 4 little habits that reduce anxiety, how to get your life back together, how to trick your brain to like doing hard things, how successful people think. So I love watching this type of video myself also, and also reading a lot of book that's related to psychology. And remember, I told you I love reading books. This channel, why should you care? This channel is also a perfect example, because this guy doesn't really post that often, and you can see whenever he go out, all of this video of his videos, whenever he show his face, he barely get any views. So basically, this channel is just share information, summaries of self-development book, into a animation style. So for example, The Law of Human Nature by Robert Greene, it just give it a 6-minute summaries. This one is just more psychology videos, so 13 things mentally showing people do. So most of his video are just talking about summary of self-development book. So that itself is a niche. So his channel is just mainly focusing on, as you say, life-changing book in 15 minutes. So just giving a summary of a book that's probably 300, 200, just giving books of summary that are related to the self-development space. So I would ask myself, what is something that interests you, or you always wanted to learn about? Maybe you don't know nothing about, but always wanted to learn about, or do it. I don't know much about engineering and plane. I didn't go to school for it, but it's always something I've always been interested in learning. And I started reading books on it, and also something I've always been interested about doing, flying a plane. So ask yourself, what are you interested about, always wanted to do? Write a few things, write about 3 things. That's why I took 3 examples. So write about 3 things. So method number 2, after you have method number 1, you write 3 things that interest you, or maybe something you're always interested in learning, or always wanted to do. I want to talk about what is something that you're passionate about, something that you actually like doing, you're good at doing, you know a lot about, and it's something that you just learn about it more. You always continue to do it, even if you're not getting paid. You can just do it all day, with no worry. So what is something that you're passionate about, or you even do it if you're not getting paid to actually do it? So it just could be a hobby. Like I've said in the beginning, music is also something I like to do as a hobby. I can sit and play music all day, honestly. So an example is, maybe someone is passionate about traveling. Maybe you're someone that travel a lot. Maybe you go on trip recent, and maybe literally when you're traveling, when you're not at home, you're someone that can call yourself a citizen of the world. So you just love to be in different places, love meeting different people. You just love learning about different countries. Maybe your niche could be travel. And if we look at an example, for example, Mojo Travel, we can see this is a channel that's just all about traveling. We can see 10 most expensive ancient ruins in the world, 10 most destinations in Northern California. So when someone is searching places to visit in California, those videos will be showing up, so people will be seeing your channel. So all of this channel is just dedicated to travel. So mainly just travel destination. So 10 islands you can buy, 10 destinations for your next trip in Florida. So it's just sharing different destinations for people who just love traveling. Now, the next thing is, like I say, I'm someone who's always reading and taking courses in self-development. So I love reading and self-development, and also I love traveling. An example, I want to share a channel example of this. For example, this channel, they share a lot of video that's related to psychology. Um, some book, they give book idea, the best investing book will change your life. They sometimes give book idea and also sometimes book summaries. And also they just share videos related to psychology. So advice for young men in their 20, um, how the mother in the world make us weak and fragile. So it talks about this video. I believe it talks about the coding of the American mind. So it's actually a book summary. So I love this channel because they talk about a lot about the human mind psychology and also summarize some different books like the other channel that we checked that out. So this is a channel I'll probably get into. This is a niche I'll probably get into if I'm someone that just loves psychology, just love reading about psychology. It's something that I'm really passionate about, something that I just do on my spare time. And the next one is I love watching comedy skit. Like sometimes I procrastinate from work and I just go on YouTube and just write comedy skit. I just love watching comedy skit. So someone can have a channel that's just based on entertainment, and all it just does is just share videos or make content that just share comedy skits that people can watch. There's a lot of different ways to go about this, but this channel example is, for example, they do animation related to comedy skit. For example, Seeing It in Happiness compilation, Seeing It in Happiness. So they created a character, a whole character. It's like a cartoon show that they created, a whole character, and they just do, using that character, they just do short 2-minute, 4-minute videos. You can see they're getting a lot of views. They go to 10 million subscribers, but I just created short animation and just share funny videos. They do the animation and they just have a story, a fun story behind it. So I want you to write down 3 things that you're passionate about. You would do it without even getting paid. So at least 3 things. So now we have the 3 things that we always wanted to learn, that interest us, maybe fascinate us. And now we have also a list of 3 things that we're passionate about, we're knowledgeable in, we have a strong passion in, that we do on our spare time. We would do it even if we're not getting paid. It's just something that brings happiness to us. And method number 3 is actually, what is a current situation that you're going through in your life right now, or have went through, that you want to help others going through it also. So let me read this again. What is the current situation that you're going through in your life right now, or went through, that you want to help others go through also? And this situation can be bad or good. And I want to give you guys a short story. I actually have a student, she actually became a friend of mine. She wanted to start a channel, and she decided on a niche. I even forgot what niche she decided in. And she was having issue with fertility. So she always wanted to have a baby, but she wasn't able to have a baby. And she's getting into the age where she started to wonder if she might not ever have a kid. So eventually she was able to have a baby. She was able to conceive and everything like that. And she came back to me. She picked a niche. She came back to me. She's like, Freud, I'm going to start a channel on basically the fertility niche. So sharing videos for people, new mom, and also people that are having issue with fertility, so how to get around it. So she went through the process. She visited different doctors. She know the phrasing. She know the saying. She know what people are searching for within that niche. So she made a channel dedicated to that niche, and there was a huge needed for that niche. She was actually one of the, I call it a pioneer, because she was one of the first people that started a Facebook channel within that niche. So she was able to dive into that niche because that's the situation she was going through. And it was just purely, of course, she wanted to start to make money, but also it was something she actually was interested in helping people, getting for more information about, because there was a lack of information on YouTube within that space. So, for example, maybe I got a baby on the way, and maybe I'm a first-time mom. Just an example. This one is not a current situation in my life, but maybe I have a baby on the way. I'm gonna be first-time mom or first-time dad. And I'm like, you know what? I want to create a channel that talks about, for new parents, just a channel that shares information for new parent. And don't worry, you're going to be a new parent. You don't know much about new parenting. With the Faces channel, you don't have to know anything about the niche. Because I'm gonna show you as we move on how to get someone else to make the video for you, how you can automate the whole process, because there's someone that knows way more than you on every subject that's able to do everything for you and create the video for you. So if I have a baby on the way and I want to create a channel that talks about new time mom, new time dad, new first time mom, first time dad, just first time parenting in general. So I would create a channel on first time parenting. For example, if we look at this channel right here, First Cry Parenting, it's a faceless channel. All they share is just video on helping parents to take care of a baby. So 8 effective home remedy for constipation in baby, sign and symptom of a miscarriage. It's good to be fuzzy mom, building a good bedtime routine for your baby. So they just share tip information to help new time mom, or in general just moms that are pregnant, or people that are pregnant, or that have gone through pregnancy in general. So that's like their mission with the channel, is to help people that are having a baby or have a baby. And the second example, say I can't get a girlfriend or a boyfriend. So I can choose to actually create a channel around that. So if I'm bad with relationship, maybe I'm always breaking up with someone I met, or maybe my relationship never lasts, I can create a channel to talk about relationship. Now remember what I said, you don't have to be an expert in the field. Maybe you have dozens of failed relationship. That is perfectly fine. The thing I love about starting a channel in which you're not really we're not really knowledgeable in, but it's something that interests you, or maybe something you want to learn, is at the same time while the content are created, you're gonna be learning throughout the same process. So if we take this channel example, for example, Far From Average, this channel just share videos for men. It's basically based for men. You could go in the female side, but I just share a video on how to make a guy more attractive, how to attract female, for example, how alpha male really act, what is it like to be a man in 2021. As you can see, the thumbnails are really clickbait. They know they're targeting men, so they want to put a lot of things that will catch men attention. Basically, this channel is just general. It's just helping men become more confident or attracting female better. And hopefully, once you're gonna be making a channel like this, make sure that your videos are not just clickbaity. They actually provide good information, not bad information. But you can see this channel. It's a faceless channel. They do kind of white boy animation in there, and it just give men tips on how to attract female, how to be a high value man, more confident, just different stuff to help guys level up their game. And maybe I'm in medical school currently. I'm going to medical school. Maybe I'm going to medical school to be a nurse. Maybe I'm going to medical school to be a doctor, a brain surgeon, whatever. I can create a channel that I just talk about getting people to medical school. So medical school is something people will always go through. Medical school. You cannot become a doctor if you don't go to school for it. I will not let a doctor operate on me if they never went to school to be a doctor. So medical school is something people are always going through. They'll always be searching for videos. Sometimes people go to school, they're always searching for how to survive the first year, how to pass certain tests in medical school. So you can create a channel that is based around, there's multiple ways you can go about this. That's why we're going to talk about creating a brand message. You can create a channel that just talk about going to medical school, the phases of going to medical school, how to be productive while you're in medical school, how to pass the MCAT, which is a test that students take when they're in the medical field, trick to pass the MCAT. So if we take this channel example, Med School Insider, all they share is just video to help medical students. You can even see about the title Med School Insider. For example, four perfect morning routine, best part of doctor training. So all of this video are actually based on someone that is going to school to be something in the medical field. So you want to be a family medicine doctor. So if someone want to be searching for a family medicine doctor, they're going to come across this video. So you want to be a pediatrician. You guys know what I'm saying. So those medical terms really confuse me sometimes. So they just focus on just helping people that are going to school for medical school. And it's more broad within the medical space. So whether they're going to school for this and this and that. Oh, there's a video right here about the MCAT score. So we get a 99.9 percentile MCAT score. So there's video that just help you on throughout the medical field, and sometimes they do a video about the history of surgery. So they just talk about mainly about the medical field. So their message is just sharing information for people that are going to school for medical. So maybe something that's I'm really passionate about. I'm really passionate about health, and also you can also talk about a channel. Just talk about healthy living, how to lose weight, dieting could be within that. It could be within how to gain weight, helping people gain a muscular body or a fit body, a healthy body. So within that niche, the health niche in general is just a niche in general. You can sub niche it. So maybe I'm someone who's just passionate. What I like to do, what I'm doing is going to school for doctor to be in the medical field. I can just create a channel about that. So now it's around my life. And the funny thing, you're not even going to be doing the videos, but you're also going to be learning in the process. So method number 4 is actually what is the current trend that is going on within YouTube or the internet in general that doesn't seem to be going on, that doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. So basically, what is a trend that is going within YouTube right now? And I'm going to show you guys how to identify that. And you see the trend is not going to die anytime soon, because at the end of the day, we don't want to make a channel across the trend. And yes, we'll make some quick money, but once the trend dies down, so does our channel. And we just make money in the short term instead of money continually passively. Our goal is to make money passively. So basically, this is one of the methods I rarely use. I don't really use it, but there's people that come up with their niche that way. So it's a method you can also leverage, and I'm going to show you actually going to YouTube right now to actually show you how I'm able to identify those niches. So when you go to the YouTube homepage now, my homepage is blocked because I have a newsfeed blocker, productivity. If you go to explore, you're going to click explore right here. We're going to go in the trending tab. So we want to see what is trending within YouTube right now. And we will see a bunch of different niches within the trending tab. Now it's very careful that you make sure, I'm going to be talking about, to make sure that whatever you're choosing, it's not something that is passing. Now let me take out the newsfeed blocker. You want to make sure that it's not something that is just passing by, but it's something that will be here for a while. So trending right now, we can see we have something about Drake. So just a music video. So this is a video about Minecraft in general. This is a video about I'm not sure what this video is about. So this is music. And basically you see other YouTubers, but I want to looking for a specific niche and area. I know this is just Minecraft in general, so within the game, but it's Minecraft. But you have music video, of course, is always trending, and you have YouTubers that just does video for fun, just random videos. And we have a highlight of soccer. Maybe soccer is trending right now. Maybe there's I don't really watch soccer. Or tennis. Maybe there's something going on with the tennis. Maybe tennis champion. Maybe the Olympic. I don't even watch Olympic. Is going on right now. Maybe the state champion or country champion, something like that's going on with tennis, and it's super trending. And that's also one that you can get into. You can create a channel just about tennis. And we have, this is kind of like a movie, I'm guessing. We can create a channel. I don't advise people to create a channel around a specific movie. Maybe just movie in general. Just talk about movies. A channel just talk about movies. We have the WWE. That's just a niche of its own. So wrestling in general is a niche. We have, of course, you have news. So this is something which I rarely recommend people to do. But we have also football. That's a niche right here that we can pick. I don't know if it's football season. I don't watch sport in general. We have soccer. We have Minecraft. We have, I'm guessing, Battlefield. Minecraft. I'll put this in boxing. Continuing. Let's This is more of astronomy. I'll put it the universe, astronomy. This probably is around health. I want to see something that I'm seeing most often. Soccer. Alright, so this is it. And usually, sometime you notice there's something that there's just a bunch of video about it. For example, Minecraft. It's not really that much video about Minecraft, but I noticed I've seen around 3 to 4 videos currently about Minecraft. And I feel like Minecraft is not a video game that's going anywhere. Since I don't know how old I was, I discovered Minecraft. But it's a video game that's been around for a long, long time. I'm actually surprised people still play Minecraft. It's still something that a lot of people still play. This is a video about Minecraft, which I skipped. So usually sometime you identify something that is really trending, and you could come up with a niche around it. Now, a lot of time, for example, those don't really, some of them are Face's channel, but not all of them are Face's channel. So for example, I can come up with a channel that just talk about Minecraft. Whether I'm sharing Minecraft highlights, tips, tricks around Minecraft. So yeah, I'm actually seeing Minecraft a lot. So I can come up with my niche like that. But I prefer the first 3 method, whether it's something I'm interested in learning, something I know about, I'm knowledgeable in, or something I'm passionate about, or whether if I'm going through a situation through my life, go to bad, and I want to help other people go through it. For example, if I'm going through a self-development stage, maybe right now I'm super into self-development, maybe the law of attraction, which I've been reading a lot about. I know this is something people will forever be searching for. If I'm going through depression, I know this is something people will forever be going for. They'll forever be searching for videos about depression. If I'm going through, I'm a new parent, I know people will they'll forever be new parent. Babies something people will forever be having. So I rather choose one of those 3 method than sometime going through trend. And I can see Minecraft, and even still, like there's people that just build their channel around Minecraft, but even still I'll question it myself because I really don't want Minecraft to go dead. And next thing you know, obviously I have 1 million subscribers and Minecraft is dead. People are not playing Minecraft anymore. It's not a game that people will play anymore. So I prefer to pick a niche where it's everlasting. It will forever be there. People will forever be searching for it. So by now you should have at least 9 ideas written down from method number 1, method number 2, method number 3, written down of possible niches. And we're going to be talking about that later. And we're going to talk about crafting your brand message. And don't worry, I'm going to give you a cheat sheet later on to help you to identify that specific niche you're going to be getting into, and also how to solidify that niche, making sure it's a good niche, there's an audience, and we're able to make money with it. But I want to talk about crafting your brand message real quick. And I'm going to play a quick game. So don't worry, by now you could pause the video, or if you want to wait till the end, that's perfectly fine. But you should have some idea rolling through your brain. And to make this even simpler, to make sure that you guys actually pick a niche, I want to play a quick game with you guys. I want you to tell me what brand comes to mind after each phrase. So I'm going to put some phrases on the board, and I want you to think of what brand comes to mind. All right, think different. I'm going to give you guys about 1-2 seconds. What brand came to mind when you see think different? Most of you guys should probably figure it out. Apple. So their slogan is basically think different. Apple, their slogan is basically think different. What brand comes to mind when you hear just do it? Most people should be able to figure this out. Just do it. So that's Nike's slogan. Most commercials that they have, you see the just do it slogan. So that's the slogan. What brand come to mind? Save money, live better. And now if you outside of the US, I don't know if they have that brand outside of the US, but if you're in the US, you already know what save money, live better. You already know what comes next. So what brand come to mind when you see save money, live better? Basically, Walmart. That's their slogan, save money, live better. Now, what brand came to mind? Now, I believe they have this brand in different places around the world. When you hear where dreams come true. So most people in the United States will be able to figure this out. Where dreams come true. The most magical places on earth. The most magical place on earth. Most of you guys, Disney came to mind. That's the slogan, where dream come true, and also the most magical place on earth. So now let's look at some channel example. By those brands that I show you, they have a slogan that people are always able to identify with. And most of the time, the slogan is kind of their mission. Apple, think different, thinking outside the box. Walmart, so selling stuff at a reasonable price. So most of the time, the slogan say the brand mission of what they're trying to accomplish. So for example, we're gonna look at some channels, some faces channel. I pull up some faces channel. I want to show you guys their brand message. For example, this channel is called From Here to There. And basically it's a travel channel. From what we're looking at the videos, you can see top best state to live in America, top best place to live in Florida. Florida is really trending right now. I've been seeing a lot of video about it. So top state everyone is leaving, top 10 state everyone is leaving in America, top 10 reason not to move to Miami, Florida. And if we look at the banner, which is, as you can see, From Here to There, it say explore the world. So their brand message is exploring the world. So most of the time you see that they'll put their brand message on the channel art. So you see From Here to There, explore the world. So basically their mission is helping people explore the world through their brand. Explore the world. And we're gonna look at some other channel example. So for example, this one, Real Life Lore. If we look at their videos, we can see why Mexico City geographics suck, why North Korea is the hardest country to escape, why Afghanistan is impossible to conquer, why 50% of Canadians live south of this line, why if we were stranded on Sahara alone. So it's just a lot of video just related to different countries and kind of economy. And we can see their brand slogan is extreme speculation. So even the slogan confused me a little bit. But basically they're speculating, identifying different countries, and I'm guessing kind of it's a little bit in the economy. Just talking about different countries. So basically their slogan is extreme speculation. And now if we look at this example, life-changing book in 15 minutes, their channel name is 1% Better, and their slogan is life-changing book in 15 minutes. I basically just read the slogan first. So basically their channel is just whole message is sharing life-changing book in 15 minutes. So putting a 200 page, 300 page, 400, 500 page in 15 minutes. As you can see, some of their video are not even 15 minutes. Some of them are 4 minutes. Some of them even go longer than 15 minutes, 23 minutes over there. So their channel mission is to be sharing brand in a short amount of time. So you don't have to read the whole book. So what I did is I created a cheat sheet. Below you can download it, you can get it, you can print it out. It's to help you choose your niche. Right now, even continuing, I'll suggest that you actually write them down and come up with your niche. And I'm going to go even further to help you to identify, solidifying that your niche is actually a good niche to get into. Because I want to make sure you choose a niche that is profitable and where there's an audience for it, so that we can make sure there's no issue. So we don't start a channel and get the video made, and suddenly we're not getting views since there's not an audience for it, there's not really a demand for it. So we want to make sure the foundation is good. So on this cheat sheet, you basically, what is something that you're interested in? So it basically asks the 4 question, the 4 method, the 4 question, and you're gonna write, you can write more than one thing. For example, at least I recommend you at least, or even at most, 3 things that you're interested in. And we're gonna just pick one thing, because of course our channel has to be about one thing. We have to specialize on one specific thing. So we want to pick your niche. You want to pick what is your channel is going to be about. So having 9 ideas, writing down 9 things from method number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, coming up with 4 things, and you can just use number 4 is not really mandatory for you to do. So using method number 1, number 2, number 3, you can do number 4 if you want to do some research on YouTube trending tab. But leveraging those 3 ways, seeing what ideas you come up with, and then we're going to just pick one, and that's going to be our niche, where I say your niche. You're going to write down what you want to pick. You have to pick just one of them. And you're going to pick what your channel message is. Now, to give you an example, say my niche, I want to have a channel in the travel niche. And my channel message, so think about what message you want to bring to your audience? What is the purpose of your channel? That's one question. What is the purpose of your channel? That's how you come up with a message. So I want to create a channel on the travel niche because I want to help people explore the world. Exploring the world at home. So most people that are watching this travel video, they're at their house. So that could be my message, helping people exploring the world at home. So you don't have to go to Italy. You can view Italy from my channel. And of course, we're going to talk about all those videos. None of those people that have this Facebook channel, they don't travel to Italy, but the videos are being made. So maybe I want my channel dedicated to sharing different locations around the world. So sharing different locations around the world, that just could be my brand message. So what is your brand message? What are you trying to bring to your audience? That is your brand message to come up with. And remember, you can download this, the link below. You can download it. You can print it out if you want. You can use your phone to come up with the new 9 ideas and just come up with just one specific niche, what your channel is going to be about, and what your brand message is going to be about. So what is your channel message is going to be about? So once you pick a niche, I want you guys to do this. Once you pick a niche, I want you to go to the private Facebook group right now. Once you pick your niche, so you should be thinking about your niche, writing it down after this. Go to the private Facebook group and comment niche choosing, hashtag niche choosing, and put the name of your niche. So hashtag niche choosing with the name of your niche and put question mark. Now the reason I want you to put hashtag niche choosing astronomy question mark is because you want to get our opinion. I want to make sure, and some people, if you don't do this, then you're using your intuition, making sure. Some people know their niche are good, that's fine, but I prefer to have feedback from people that already started their channel, some people that are already into this, that are already skilled, that have different mind and have myself to give you feedback on your niche. So then we'll be commenting and telling you if that's a good niche to get into or not. So with your brand message also, so comment hashtag niche choosing astronomy. My brand message is helping people understand more about space. That's just my brand message. So hashtag choosing niche, the name of your niche, and also your brand message. Post that on the group once you got your niche pick. Share it with us so we can give you our feedback. So this will allow me and the other member again to give you our opinion on your niche to make sure that you're picking a good niche. So you're not going into a niche that is you're doomed. There's not really a demand. There's not people for it. It's not really there's not really huge demand for it. And if there's not a demand, there's not an audience for it. The view that's gonna get is gonna be really limited because we want our revenue. If we're limited in view, then we're limited in revenue. Because at the end of the day, YouTube pays based on views that we get coming in. If we're not getting a lot of views, we're not getting a lot of money. If you're getting a lot of views, then of course you're getting a lot of money. So disclaimer, you can manage a channel in a niche, because I'm gonna say this. I have a lot of people that talk to me about this. You can manage a channel in a niche where you know nothing about. I'm a perfect example of this. You can manage a channel in a niche where you know nothing about and make thousands, millions moving forward with FYR. I'm gonna be showing you how you can find people who knows a niche, who's able to create the content for you for your channel. So basically how the whole thing is just automated and you just sit down and watch a video uploaded and you just manage the team. That's all that you have to do. And there's people, myself, that make thousands and millions without even knowing the niche, getting into the niche without even knowing any idea, any information, or not knowledgeable within the niche. So you could be inside a niche where you're not really an expert within that niche.